South Africa's pain has been Pakistan's pleasure. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the pink day at the Wanderers and to a real problem for the South Africans. Bowled out for 164 by a sparkling Pakistan attack. Gave it everything. Bit of pace, bit of movement, leg spin, great fielding, catching, top performance, making life extremely difficult for a South African side that have never been beaten here at the Wanderers on Pink Day. They're not beaten yet, of course, not with players like Dale Steyn and Kagiso Rabada in their attack. Imam Ul Haq is in form. He made 100 in the last game at Centurion. South Africa have got to bowl very well, cling on to everything that comes their way and make life difficult for those out there, so much so that the dressing room gets a bit of a wobble on. That's the way that you hope, at least, to make a defence of such a small total work in your favour. The two opening batsmen, Imam the more sedate of the two, Fakhar Zaman much the more aggressive. Imam Ul Haq will be on strike to Dale Steyn. 2 slips, 3 in the covers and a third man. Pretty orthodox field, actually. A square leg in front of square, a mid-on and then a long leg. We're ready to go then, the second session of play. Pakistan hoping to tidy up by a confident run chase. Dale Steyn to Imam Ul Haq. And immediately away. Alongside me in the commentary box, Kyran Teeny and Michael Holding. Oh, he got away with it. On another day, never go to hand.
So much could have gone wrong for Pakistan and right for South Africa here. Could have been a thin inside edge into the wicketkeeper's gloves. Could have been a thicker edge into the stumps.
Oh, it's out. Well, there's a big noise. Maybe it's not out. Maybe it's clipped the top of the pad or the inside thigh. Fakhar Zaman is unimpressed. Do South Africa review? How sure are they? Do they use their one here?
He missed it. He hit the pocket.
Back to, I suppose, the thigh pad, really. The other thigh pad. Interesting. Very good umpire. We've seen Bongani Jelly get quite a few right in the couple of games that he's done. Full marks to him. Right, so South Africa have lost their review. Always safe. Could so easily have gone to hand, and in fact that's how quick the outfield is. It's taken the best of Risa Hendricks' sprinting pace to pull it up just inside the rope. Oh, and that too could so easily have gone to hand. It hasn't, it's gone to the boundary quickly.
I think it almost passed him before he realised that the ball was coming to him. That was well hit. Straight through his hands.
Yeah, they'd ridden an early storm. Now they're defending this total and every boundary hurts. Oh, nice fielding. Oh, to be such an athlete.
Yes, he had to get down there very quickly. That ball was well timed. And to even get to spin around and think about throwing out the non-striker.
Well, that pings off the middle of the bat for 4. Bit of luck involved in that too. We've seen a few driven that have evaded fielders in the covers.
He has the 2 slips in place, and that's wide of off stump again. And he's saying, okay, here I am, have a drive, let me see if I can find the outside edge.
More beautiful runs from Fakhar Zaman. This is where he's so dangerous. Steyn's over-pitched that by no more than 6 inches, and he's latched onto it. They wanted to give him another go here on this slightly truer pitch, quicker pitch. Thus far, they're being rewarded. Inzi is here, chairman of selectors, Inzamam Ul Haq.
very close to that off stump. Almost chopped that on.
Well, we've seen a couple of those from Fakhar Zaman. Maybe the luck is changing. We said earlier in earlier games that he scores in awkward areas.
That's nicely worked. It is the shorter boundary. It's going to be a tease. That's a good stop. Good stuff from Hendricks. Oh, that's nicely played. That's a very good drive on the offside. Fine stroke.
It really stamped the authority, and these two have done that well.
And the element of frustration will be hitting home for Dale Steyn. He's been really good in the first 4 overs, beaten the edge on countless occasions.
Crack that away in front of square. That's a very good shot for 4.
First 50 partnership for Pakistan to the top of the innings in this series.
People get used to where they're going to be, start performing, getting confidence behind them. I think it's just a matter of time for a man of his ability. Shot! It's 2 in 2 overs. Beautiful back foot punch again from Imam Ul Haq. Pakistan flying.
Not going to miss out on deliveries like that. It's nice and straight and in a good length. It's been difficult to get away here at the Wanderers today. As soon as you recognise anything that's short and wide, you can go after it.
That's a fine stroke. Fakhar Zaman this time, driving through the offside for 4.
But hasn't been able to produce this for them so far in the series. Eventually he's got through the 20s.
Swinging away, there's a man there, it should be taken, is taken. He's off and running. Ah, that's for Shamsi. That's for Jubair Shamsi. Taking the shoe off and placing a phone call to, there we go, the Spin Twins. Having a chat together.
He is a wicket taker. He's been an incredible find for South Africa. His record is outstanding. He does so well in the middle order. And Zaman looking to take him on. Toe of the bat. Van der Dussen does the rest.
Certainly did that, putting on 70. And that shot just tucked away off the hip. Fast outfield.
I think there's nothing much he loves than being in a position that he can be put under pressure.
Picked his spot. Mid-on up in the circle. Just has to clear him. A few bounces and away for 4. 10 from that one. That's why the head goes back.
All-rounders in Imad. Shot ball that's hit away for 4. Gets the treatment. He is not quick enough really to be bowling that length.
Just picking the runs off. Imam Ul Haq. Big shout from Tahir. Keeper gone up as well. Nothing from the umpire. Give me ball. Full toss and put away for 4. 110 for 1.
And a similar kind of delivery. This time he doesn't miss out.
No, well, it wasn't quite that bad a delivery. The pair have put on 50 now. 50 for Imam Ul Haq. And back he comes for 2. Another example of an alert mind. 5th one-day 50. And his 2nd against South Africa. Both of them in this series. Beautifully struck. I know it's a full toss. But the timing, power, all brilliant. I mean, Imam, as I've mentioned, an improved player almost by the day.
Yeah, we spoke earlier about how a lot of these young Pakistan players would have gained a huge amount of character and lessons learned on a tour of South Africa. Made it into the full. It was timing. Never easy to time it over extra cover like that. The swing of your bat, the bat path needs to be perfect.
Brings the scores level. I was just thinking of Shoaib Malik there, thinking if Pakistan go on to win at Newlands and take this series, an interesting one for the selectors, because there's no doubt that he's done a good job today. Also no doubt that Mohammad Rizwan kept wicket really tidily.
1 to win, is it this? Edged and gone.
Oh no, Imam. He couldn't stop himself. That is such a disappointment. Infuriating for him that he has to walk off alone with the job not yet completed. Look at that, head up in the air. All that excellent work, deserving an unbeaten score at the end of it, but it won't be the case. There it is. Pakistan's first one-day international victory at the Wanderers is a glorious one. A margin of 8 wickets, some very fine cricket played, and a terrific comeback. 2-2 with 1 to play.
Well, the series is all set up for Cape Town. Pretty much an even series. Both teams have had their chances. I think 2-2 is a pretty fair assessment of how the first 4 games have gone. It's all set up beautifully for Cape Town on Wednesday. No doubt will be a humdinger, a good crowd. It's one to look forward to, but today it's Pakistan's day. They've dominated the pink ODI. They've been excellent from ball 1. Thoroughly deserved their victory. So let's have a look at the batting card for Pakistan. Imam was excellent top of the order with 71 of 91 deliveries. Fakhar Zaman, probably his best outing so far in South Africa, was 44. But that man, Babar Azam, looked as good as ever, getting his team over the line with Rizwan.
But those South African bowlers never really got it right, did they? They didn't bowl badly or anything, but they never bowled well enough to threaten.
No, most definitely. If you see, from Del Steyn as a starter, there was a lot of play and miss. Hendricks, he did his job as well, trying to make sure that they don't they didn't really, put in that much of an effort, because I would say that the scoreboard was very, very not supporting them. There's a match summary there. South Africa 164 all out. You can see that Hashim Amla and Faf du Plessis, they shown a little bit of a platform, but after that it was not really good for South Africa. Pakistan, Imam 71, Fakhar Zaman, you can see that they really made it very, very easy for Pakistan, and Pakistan winning by 8 wickets.